Alright guys, we're out here at the range this morning. Got something a little special for you here today. This is my official review, finally getting around to it, on the VZ 2008 from Century Arms. Now if you've been following these rifles, they really kicked up in popularity a year or two ago, and I bought this one from Palmetto State Armory last December of 2014 when they were running a special. It wasn't the package that a lot of people got when these really first started coming out, with the mag pouch and 5 magazines and everything, but I did still get 3 of the magazines, and I plan on ordering a few more. And I got the rifle, the cleaning kit, did not get a bayonet, which you can get those on eBay for 20 bucks. I may still order one of those, but got the package that I got for $379 plus shipping. And if you know anything about these, that's a steal. If you've been trying to purchase one in the last couple months, you'll know that these are hard to find now. And the 1 or 2 sites that I have seen them that have them available, they're running anywhere from $500 to $550, even up to $800 that I've seen. Now the one that was $800 that I've seen did have the full, I don't want to call it wooden stock, but it had the same Bakelite stock as all the other furniture. I may order a stock for one of these eventually, because when it's real cold out here like it is today, that cheek slap hurts pretty good there. You get this cold metal wire stock on your cheek when it's 30 degrees outside, and you know the 7.62 by 39 is not a powerful cartridge as far as recoil goes, but when you're up here like this, yeah, it can sting pretty good. But I'm here today. I'm going to take a few shots with it, kind of go over some of the features and tell you what I like about it, what I don't like. A lot of people get these confused for an AK. It's almost night and day's difference from an AK. About the only similarity they have is the round they shoot, same 7.62 by 39. Virtually nothing is interchangeable on those 2 rifles. Magazines won't fit. None of the other parts will, as far as I know. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, now we're up here at the firing line, and the magazines coming with it, they are aluminum mags. They are much still than an AK. Still holds 30 rounds. And as far as I know, they don't make a drum mag for these like you can get for the AK. Still 30 rounds is pretty good. And I do like the way these lock in. If you can see, there's a little lip around the edge there, and when you set it in, sometimes on my AKs I'll notice that I can stick the magazine in a little too far, and I've never had that issue with these. It's always good positive lockup. This is a striker fired gun, and I do like the safety better. It's safe fire, and when it's in the safe position, it's very tactile, you know it. And unlike the AK, which if you got a good loose safety, you can sweep it down pretty easy. But this, I just swing it back with my hand, good to go. So let's take a few shots here. And as you can see, it does recoil a good little bit with this stock on here, which you got trade-offs with anything, but I do like the portability that this offers. I mean, for what these were going for, this would make a perfect truck gun. You got the portability there, and you can still quickly deploy the stock, get into action. Now, if you're familiar with AKs, this has pretty much the same sight radius, and the AK tool, sight tool, will work on this. You got the drift here and the elevation, and then back here you just got your standard adjustable sights. It'll adjust out to 800 meters. I don't know if you would ever be shooting one of these that far really, but combat distances, it's pretty accurate. Okay, and there's another thing here, it's different. on the last round, it does hold the bolt open. And some AKs will do that. I believe the only ones that I know of that will is if you have a Yugo magazine. But when you take the magazine out, it stays back. And it's got a little button on the bottom here. Holds the magazine back. So there's another advantage of this over the AK. And one more thing about this one, it does have a milled receiver. Century has done a very good job, I think, on the receivers on these. There's no machining marks. It's very well done. Now, one thing I really like about this one is the grip. A lot of AK grips, you get that just standard peg grip. Not the most comfortable thing in the world. But this one here, as with a lot of Czech firearms, such as the CZ75, it's very comfortable in the hand. And I don't have the largest hands in the world, but it's very comfortable. It's like molded to my hand. All right, let's just go front to back here. On the front, you do have your standard slant muzzle brake, same that you would find on most AKs, and standard front sight post. And as I mentioned before, the AK sight tool will work with this. And this rifle actually shares more similarities with an SKS as it does an AK. You got your short stroke gas piston system here, and when you break this down, you'll notice that there's no gas tube. You just got a cover on the rod there. And let me pull it back here. And it's probably kind of warm, so I'm not going to touch it. But when you fire the gun, then you got your gas bullet coming out. Gas comes up in the gas block here. Just pushes back on the piston there. And it comes back here, if you can see that. It just pushes back on the bolt. It's a very reliable system. It has a bit of a different recoil impulse compared to an AK. It's more of a short recoil impulse, if that makes any sense, whereas your AK is longer. You got that whole bolt carrier coming back. And you do get a little weight. You got this big bolt slamming back in there. But it's not too bad. And as I mentioned, the furniture is all Bakelite. I like the look of it. And as has been touted, this is kind of like the hipster brother of the AK. It's got to be just a little bit different, but a little bit the same. And moving back here, you got your dust cover. And this is a striker fired weapon. And to break it down, you just make sure that nothing in the chamber, pull the trigger, and then you can pop out this pin in the back here. Just lift up on the dust cover, and out come your guts. You can just take your bolt carrier right out. It's very simple. And then you just slide the spring back in your striker there. Recoil spring back in the carrier. Pop it back in. You're good to go. And one unique feature about this rifle, as this one does have the folding stock here. On the back, you just got one good size screw, and you can take this off, put the regular stock on in 2 minutes, if that. So it's very versatile. I mean, you can, have your regular stock on here for bench shooting, comfort shooting, and then put the folding stock back on here for truck gun situations, anywhere you need to be portable. And it's just a great rifle. I mean, I don't know if given my option of here's one gun, go fight the zombies, I don't know if I would take this over AK, for instance, because AK magazines are more prevalent. But you load up, you get 10 magazines in your collection loaded up, you should be good to go. So we're going to shoot it a little more here. and see how she runs. Okay guys, that's pretty much it for the VZ today. One thing I did forget to mention, actually two things. When I first got this rifle, the sights were canted pretty bad. I don't know if you can see, I've got the sight drifted over a little bit. That's pretty much where I've been able to get it to zero. I did have to send it back to Century and they fixed the sight. If you're familiar with Century rifles, they've gotten a lot better, but that is one of the bad things, one of the issues they're known to have. But I've pretty much got it zeroed since then. And second thing, set the rifle down, is the shirt. I meant to show this at the beginning, but Junk Food Zombie, gotta represent him a little bit. If you haven't seen his channel, check it out. But if you have seen his channel, that's probably what got you here. Thanks for watching.